Hi, and welcome back to Waffle House. We have no bacon, even though I put a bacon box behind Kim's head.
Where? Thought I smelled it.
Here at Waffle House, we have really low tables that I need to figure out, and we tower over our women.
It's another reason I don't go to Waffle House no more.
I just feel like the difference between us, I'm like, ugh. Anyway, weird and disgusting internet videos. We all love them, and we all know exactly where to find them. That is what I'm doing today. And at the end of watching this weird and disgusting video, I have a gift to open that relates to the weird and disgusting video we're going to watch.
Is it poop?
So stick around to the end, because this will become very apparent almost immediately.
I better not be poop in that box.
Oh, by the way, like, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. But also, Kim's making videos again.
You say it again.
Well, it was a couple months.
Oh, no. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Oh, he's doing it. Oh, he's really doing it.
You ever watched Alinity, Simon? How to make poop. So at 1 a.m. the other morning, I was browsing YouTube down a deep, dark rabbit hole, and I saw some things. And this was one of those things that I saw. How to make chocolate every step. Sounds pleasant. Sounds nice. My mind was blown, and I almost never want to eat chocolate again. Because chocolate is disgusting. I don't know. I don't know what I assumed. I assumed chocolate were like little chocolate beans that maybe you pluck them out the ground, and I always assumed they were like really like dense, really strong in flavor. That's why they get cut with milk and they get cut with sugar or whatever. But I never knew that they came from these giant freaking bean pods. Look at them, they're massive. So this video, which I'll leave linked below, it's by Gabe Humphreys, is this gentleman here, who, by the way, straight vibing with him the entire video. He seems like a really nice guy.
He looks like Casey Neistat.
And I recommend going and watching this whole 20, he does, with a beard.
I think it's just the glasses.
And I recommend going and watching his whole video on this, because it's really interesting, and I'm definitely gonna skip over some things.
There's no green, right? That's a good indication that it's ready to pick. Also, the development of the ridges, and each variety is different. You just have to know your variety. So don't go away and learn how to make chocolate.
So that right there, that's Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, that's why.
That bean, that big bean, the yellow bean. Are you not blown away by this?
No, I
Like-
know how chocolate is made.
Oh my gosh. I always assumed that Hershey's chocolate, because, you know, it's crap and tastes awful and synthetic, I always thought it was fake chocolate. If you love Hershey's, I apologize. I just think it tastes like vomit. That's Hershey's.
This is even
That's where it
older,
comes
right?
from.
And how you tell that the pot is ready, you shake it, right? And there's a rattle. You hear the beans inside.
He's shimmy shaking the chocolate and says he can hear a rattle. But when,
Yeah, I don't like the way it looks.
It
It ain't good.
It honestly makes me feel ill.
Yeah.
That's chocolate! That's all chocolate before it becomes chocolate. It looks like white chicken meat. It looks like uncooked chicken.
Yeah, it really does.
Look at it! It's so gross!
I know.
I'm still like, I just can't believe it. Like, I don't know why this hits me so hard.
It peels out like a pumpkin, pretty much.
Look at him!
I know.
You don't want
gross.
them in
Look at that!
fermentation.
What is that? Oh, this is the worst part.
I don't like the stirring.
everything
I don't like it.
Oh,
Oh, it sounds like macaroni. I hate it so much.
And this will ferment for about...
I was engrossed in this 22 minutes. Like,
Engrossed.
yeah.
Because it's gross.
Gross. My mind was blown. So I know what they're doing because I've watched it. They're fermenting these beans. So what they do is they crack open the pod, they put them in this big tub here, which looks super sanitary.
That's what I was saying. It's so dirty and gross. I'm like,
I don't know, let's not talk about that. They're putting this like vinegar, I think is what this is. Could be
Oh.
wrong, oil vinegar. But they put it in here, they ferment it in this thing outside in the warmth for 5 days. And what they are doing, Kimberly, for those 5 days is rotting the flesh off the bean. Since we started making this video, I can't tell you how many things have tried to stop the video being made.
who's at the door? What do you want?
They rot the flesh off the beans over 5 days. After a few days, when all the juice collects off the beans, they pour it into this mason jar, and you might think, oh, what are they gonna do with that? We're gonna save it? Maybe it's used for the fermenting process?
Cow juice. Let's test her out.
So apparently, and I read this online, the juice from this not white meat chicken but looks like white meat chicken is actually incredibly sweet, and drinking that tastes like a really sweet Jolly Rancher. It's supposed to be delicious.
You know what else tastes like Jolly Ranchers and isn't fermented in a bucket for 5 days?
Probably Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher?
You can't sweat! I know it looks disgusting, and it is actually freaking me out that he drank that. I do kind of want to try the juice.
I sure don't.
I would absolutely
Look
give it
how
a sip.
opaque that nasty juice is. No, thank you.
Yeah, it looks like dirt water.
Nope.
But I would give it a sipple.
I saw the inside of that cooler. I don't want no part of that.
The worst part is, and I'm not sure where it was in this 20, it was around about here. He says, you want to try and keep all the bugs off. And as he says that, you see a little bug crawl on one of the beans.
Oh.
What you want to do is you want to ferment these beans for 5 days total. If you go over 5 days, they could get kind of funky. Of course, you don't want any bugs. And like I said, it's a dry
You don't want them.
There's a bug right there. Ugh.
There's so many bugs.
I know. He probably usually wouldn't have it open and just be talking about it.
suppose
He's doing it
not,
to film, but it's
you
still
know.
gross.
Cooler.
Just these
I'm gonna
warm,
shut this lid.
slimy, wet
To keep the fermentation
beans
going.
rotting in the evening sun for 5 days. Yeah, and then they start to look like
It's been
old
laying
poop.
out for about 2 days.
That looks like old horse poop.
Lay 'em out.
The
to dry.
bug!
That was a big one.
And the worst part about bugs being on this part is the next step is grinding it all up.
Protein.
The actual nibs, which I've always loved that word, chocolate nib, are on the inside of these things. So they have to separate the shell from the chocolate, and they do it because these are just a couple guys making chocolate. And I want to say that as gross as this looks and as much as it freaks me out, this is just how you make chocolate. So I'm not like, oh, look what these guys are doing. Oh, look at the bugs. Like, this is just how chocolate is made. It's a fruit. It's a vegetable.
Like, though, it's probably
It's not a fruit, vegetable, but like fruit or vegetable.
It's probably a tiny bit more sanitary when it's a
Oh yeah, if we're
professional
talking about actual in the Hershey's factory,
I
I'm
would
sure
like
they
to
have,
hope.
like this guy is putting them into a grinder and one fan is blowing the shells one way and then the chocolate's dropping the other way. It's a clever setup
That
he's
is
got,
very.
but you know for sure that like an actual chocolate factory is doing this right. But he's not claiming to be a place that makes chocolate. He just lives in Hawaii and he makes chocolate. And this is how he does it. This is just how chocolate is made. It's disgusting. But it's not in any way his fault. He's doing perfectly fine. And again, I love this guy. I love his vibes throughout the video. And that's chocolate right there. That's
roasting.
chocolate. Now that is what I initially kind of pictured as chocolate. I didn't know it had a shell on it, but those really rich nibs that if you actually ate them, they're gonna be really like bitter.
Yeah. there's
Chocolate.
the nibs.
Effective, cheap way to do it. Not that labor intensive.
I don't like the way he touches
No,
and fiddles with all the
no,
chocolate. But
I
again,
sure don't.
it's his chocolate.
His nails are dirty. Stop touching the chocolate.
It's his chocolate. At this point, he wasn't selling chocolate. And technically, as I learnt, he still doesn't sell chocolate. Okay, so they bake them, they shake them, they bake them.
Just looks like pudding.
Or
Yeah, I
this
guess.
is the
That
waste.
looks a little...
That looks like
Back
cake
in.
batter that's not properly mixed.
All right. Okay. I've just been soured to the entire chocolate process as soon as I saw the chicken chocolate. And then once he's done that, he adds in all the sugar in the world, probably all the sugar Hawaii has.
5.5 pounds of liqueur. You put in.
Just keep going when you're making chocolate, am I right?
Okay, I've trimmed some of the bar.
And you have chocolate!
The
It's a
mold.
lot of work.
I've trimmed them with
That is a
the
lot of work.
That's so much work.
Actually, one thing that's pretty funny that some people pointed out is how he wraps it. You might not immediately get it because you're a good girl. Well, some astute commenters in the comment section likened the way he wrapped this chocolate to a way that you would roll up a certain something else.
There you go. Chocolate.
It's very thick. That's a very thick
Yeah.
chocolate bar.
So this video has 8.5 million views. It's definitely something that you watch at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a couple years old, and again, he was just a guy in Hawaii making chocolate. I wanted to eat his chocolate. So I had to. It wasn't actually, well, I mean, it was easy, but it wasn't straightforward. I had to email him, which you can email him down below, and I had to ask, how do I buy this chocolate? And he said, we don't sell chocolate, but if you donate $30 to us, we can send you some chocolate. So I'm not sure what kind of legal loopholes, probably because it's not in any way like graded
It's
or
not FDA.
it's not like
anything. Yeah.
definitely safe for consumption
yeah.
because it's some guy made it in his backyard with bugs.
Yeah.
But I mean, I make my own ice cream, I make my own food. I'm just eating someone else's chocolate. It'll be fine. I think for the $30, it not only covered postage, but yeah, he sent 4 bars.
That's a lot of work. I
know.
feel like it's.
I feel like I got a good deal.
Look at
It
him.
does have packaging.
Look at that. The difference 2 years makes.
Well, I mean, okay, this looks like a professional. So all this has is Hawaiian cacao, which, as we've seen,
We don't want in here, out of here.
slimy meat, cane sugar, cocoa butter, and Hawaiian vanilla. I'm actually really excited. Another thing on top of this too is I don't think I've had real sugared chocolate for like a year. Because all I've been eating is like sugar-free, kind of keto-friendly stuff. Wow.
Dairy fiends. Oh, really good.
That is really good. That's really good! I'm so happy.
It almost tastes a little bit fruity at the end.
It does have like a fruity kick to it.
That's really good though.
I don't know how much sugar is in here, but I want to eat the whole thing. I got like my Smart Sweets, sugar-free Swedish fish.
You thought.
Well, I don't know. I saw this video and it blew my mind and I knew immediately I wanted to try chocolate.
Yeah.
He sent it in like 3 days and I just wanted to make a video about it because it's just so interesting. So go watch this video if you want to see more, and then his email is below if you want to buy some or, sorry, donate.
If you want to donate to, is his name Gabe or
Gabe,
Dave?
yeah.
Because it says
Oh, it's David Gabe. I don't know. Gaby
Well, his
boy,
YouTube's
David
Gabe.
boy.
If you want to support Gabe and his chocolate adventures,
You get
that sounds
4,
terrible.
not sponsored, but his chocolate adventures will get you 4 bars for the price of like $30 including shipping. It's really good.
And honestly worth it for the amount of work that he puts into it.
If you can
So,
just pretend like you didn't watch him make it because disgusting, then it's delicious. There's still a part of me is like soured to chocolate. All right, thanks for coming to Waffle House. We always appreciate your business. Do you get the joke? Have you seen it?
No. What?
Behind me.
The bacon?
No, but behind me.
Oh, okay.
People kept saying it looks like Waffle House.
But that's clean though, so it can't be Waffle House.
Thanks for stopping by Waffle House. We appreciate it. Please come again. Subscribe and like the video and check out Kim's channel and eat, I don't know, buy chocolate. I really don't care. Have a fantastic day. I hope you're all enjoying your quarantine.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, especially if you're making me chocolate. Whoopsie doopsie!